Look how pretty it is. It's so pretty. Look at the sun. Ooh, it's so bright. So, all right, obviously gonna move more wood chips today. It is currently, I don't know, let's find out. It's currently chilly. Chilly but not cold. What's chilly but not cold? It's 36/2. 36 F2 Fahrenheit. I'm learning things. So, yes, and we got a little bit more snow last night, and then it warmed up during the day with the, well, at least the sun hit it during the day. So anywhere the sun has touched, it's thinned. It's supposed to be 50 degrees, which is what, 10 C, I think, by Friday, and raining. So, woohoo! Happy New Year! So, let's take a little walk over to, I'm going to start trimming the tires so they're not a tripping hazard, and I'm going to talk to you about it. So let's walk over there. And here we are. Okay, so first, let's understand why we're doing. Then let's understand what we're doing. Okay. You see all those sidewalls. Let's go a little closer. These are excellent weights for holding things down. I have a bunch of them. I do. And I have a bunch of them, and I don't really have enough use for them. So, yes, I am looking for upcycling ideas. Thank you very much. But what I have here is one step that had the sidewall completely cut off. And you see how stable the front lip is compared to a step that does not have the sidewall cut off. You ready for this? It's squishy, and it's not something that visitors are comfortable with walking down, and I don't blame them, especially since I haven't grown my railing yet. I may end up constructing a railing. So, let's learn how cutting sidewall works. This is it. Box cutter and several swipes. I'm going with a point where it was splitting anyway, so it probably won't take too many splits. But you can see it's starting to open up. And you can also see the blade starting to go through. There we go. So the question is, after that, like, kind of a now what? And I want to try first, just leaving the sidewall in place and stacking mulching material on top. Are we still in frame? Yes. That's what I want to have as my first attempt. I could then also cut, always retract the blade. I could then also cut alongside the bead. And here, I want you to see how hollow it is in there, if you can. I think I do need to. I think I need to cut along down and then along the steel bead wire, I think it's called. So if we go down and here we go. I do need to hold it open. Oopsie, sorry. I couldn't find my tripod. So let me take a break real quick and go find that. Hold on. Found it, and there's a prop plane that was just going over just now, so you might hear it. So, can you see close enough? We'll try this one from that distance, and then we'll do the other side from the other distance. So here, what I'm doing is holding it open so I can see the gap. Because with tire rubber, on the sidewalls, there's no metal banding until the edge that goes against the rim. So the rim is that metal thingy that is actually attached to the car with the lug nuts and everything. And I need to hold it open because it takes so many passes to get through this rubber. So there's that side. And I want to bring you closer so you can see a little bit better. See? And then I'm real close to the metal rim now, and I'm just going to cut along here a few passes. And I can start to hear, and I know you can't over the highway noise and everything, but I can start to hear like a zipper sound, which is, there is a reinforced fabric inside these, and it's to, you know, make it hard to slice people's tires, I guess, basically, to make it resilient to like hitting the curb and stuff, and getting through the several layers of what I honestly would assume is Kevlar takes several swipes. Additionally, you'll want to have a pack of razors, not just a, you know, box knife like this. You'll want to have a whole pack. And that's because the blade does dull. And you'll also want to bring out a screwdriver. And guess what I don't have all of? Yep, that stuff. So let's see, how far along is this? There we go. Does that mean the corner came out? Not quite. There we go. So that's starting to actually come free. And so bit by bit, I'm going to work my way around the corner here. I'm trying to stay on the same line that I first created so that I'm taking multiple swipes at the same spot. And there we go. We just added like several inches. Sorry about all the highway noise. You know where I'm located. It's not something that's actually avoidable, you know? Now this was weird to step on when I came down this second time with the tripod. Let's go over here. And we'll cut down the edge of the sidewall over here too. I'm gonna try and line you up in a way that you're at least not gonna fall. Make sure I'm in frame. Move everything that's in the way. Good golly. There's a lot in the way here. And then, yeah, so right about here, we wanna, you know, be safe. Don't put your fingers close to the blade. Yada, yada. Whichever side's opening up faster, it's gonna be the side where the cut already is and you can bend it more. It does help to start there and work towards the less open side. So that's why I turned the knife around. Let's see. Getting all the way into the corner isn't the easiest thing, but there we go, got it. It does help to allow the rest of the sidewall to be able to visualize where I'm cutting. There we go. And then from this side, we can also start to cut. Now there's no hope of getting through the metal band that holds it against the rim. So I am leaving that metal band in there, because the only other way to get it out is to cut the whole way around, and we're not disassembling the stairs. We're just doing the sidewall. So let's switch over to fast speed, because I think you get the idea, and you can watch me finish this, hopefully. I do want to mention, you probably notice I have a decent amount of knife safety going on here. You never want your fingers to be in the line of where the friction of the knife is going to release, because it's not guaranteed that you won't slip out of this groove. So you can see that the trajectory is that way and my fingers are way over here. So, you know, don't be reckless. It's really important to not be reckless anytime you're using something that could cause bodily harm. So, just a little side note there. I think I'm getting pretty close here. Just need to break through this spot where my, aha, see? Where the lines connect. So this is a lot easier without being connected to a hillside. It is easier to go the whole way around. And I have these as planters in a lot of places in the garden. I think this will be enough of an opening to be able to backfill this with wood chips. You can see that I left quite a bit of a lip here, in that, you know, it overlaps at the top, which is gonna hold its round a lot better. It's gonna keep it from bowing out too much, because you can kind of see this one has a bit of a front point. So I left more of a top edge here, and I'll probably pack some back in there, back into this area and back into that area, but the place where I'm continually stepping is right here. I'm gonna have a few pieces like this, which, you know, in good news, those lay flatter than the full sidewalls, so that'll be good. I'm just gonna go get some wood chips in a bucket and bring them, and we'll do that part next. Okay, I actually just brought a snow shovel full. I don't know if it's gonna be enough. I did also want to mention that I think the razor blade I was using for this has already seen a couple tires. I probably should have refreshed the razor blade before even starting. However, I did not, and Just wanted to point out that it may have gone faster had I done that first. So let's put the wood chips in. I do kind of want to get some of them to get back into these side gaps, but it's probably not a huge deal that they do so. This is me shoving wood chips into the side gap. Sorry for the jack brick, which is the big brake on an 18-wheeler. If you didn't already know that, it's called a jack brake, or at least that's what I'm told. Okay, so guess what? Barely squishes in the front anymore compared to that's a nice solid step. I will have to continue to add more wood chips to this as the wood chips decompose to keep it topped up, you know. But that makes for a much more solid step by step. What I'm gonna do is get the rest of the tools I need the screwdriver and the rest of the razor blades. I need to find the right size of razor blades for that one. Keep in mind too that there are 2 different sizes of box cutters, and each of those sizes requires a different size of box blade, and this is the paper cutter, and then there's the extra strength one. And when you buy the razor blade, it'll help you figure out what size of razor you need, but a bigger one than this is actually better because they're better blades. So let's take another look over the view here now that you're in the, actually, we'll take a look down and then I'm gonna put you in pause and get you out of the tripod so I can show you better. Yeah, so I probably should have started with looking down here. I'm currently standing on the squishy steps. I'm used to them, but it would be better if they weren't like this. And there's the view today. Catching more horizon color on the screen finder than I am visually. It's perfectly blue the way that I'm looking at. I don't know why it's orange right there. Sun's high enough. I feel like that might be haze? City gunk? I don't know. So I feel like it's less horizon color down there. Oh well. So I'm gonna work a little bit more on this today and continue that same process I just showed you step by step. But I did want to show you the one revision I'm doing to the tire stairs for winter this year. Because these are now, I think, 2-year-old steps, and continually squishing the front has pushed the soil and wood chips and everything back. And it was also difficult to get it up under there in the first place because it's like a convex cavity. Those tend to argue with gravity a bit as far as filling them up. So it was inevitable, I think. Glad to see it getting fixed. All right, gonna go find the rest of my tools and continue. Maybe I'll give you an update how far I get before the day is done. All right, take care. Thank you so much for visiting the cliffside. This has been Permaculture on the actual cliffside. Take care. Bye.